I am high center. There's no way around it. I'm stuck. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. Alright, this is steeper than it looks. I'll go ahead, I'm gonna go into 4-low drive. And I'm really scared of this trail. Ooh, too loose. That was too loose. I gotta get it some more speed. It's super steep. Four-low drive, it's just loose. Whoa. Okay. We'll call that very loose. I don't know how much more options I got to get up this thing. Other than giving it more juice, I'm going to try the passenger side more this time. I'm sinking. I can feel myself sinking. That's not good. It's too dang soft. I can't believe I can't get up here. Ugh. No, I'm not aired down. I'm too lazy. I didn't think this was this soft at the bottom. All right, I'm gonna try the passenger side now. Come on, baby. Woo! Rain here or something? What happened? There's more ruts than last time. Alright, I'm gonna go 4-low first gear with this. Alright, first obstacle, keep my tires on the drivers. High on drivers again. Skid might hit this rock in the center. Go back down to 4-low first. This is tricky. I'm off camber to my drivers and I don't want to dip into that rock. Let me do my belt. Let's see if we can slip by. Just put my wheels straight. Try to miss this rock on my drivers. All right, this is the first huge rock step. I'm gonna go in 4-low first. Hopefully it shows up on camera. I think I'm gonna favor passenger side for this one. This is a huge step. I'm gonna go passenger and driver. Passenger up and driver up. No lockers. This one is gnarly. Coming up ahead, big set of rocks, guys. I'm gonna kind of go, I guess, passenger. What is that? Digging into something. I don't know what it was. I was slipping. Hopefully it was just the surface. All right, I'm gonna favor passenger. Get up. Drivers and passenger. Over to driver. Whoa, that's intense. You have no idea. All right. Wow, I don't know what I was slipping on, but now I'm seeing all the sand. Seatbelt, okay. Lexus is telling me to put my seatbelt on while I'm doing all this. Now, I did not anticipate this much sand up here. So I gotta really stay on the rocky stuff. So for this next one, I'm gonna favor, I kinda gotta go into the sand and then aim for the rocks. 4-low first gear, here we go. I'm more worried about the sand now than the rocks. Get up on my passenger. Feeling for it, feeling for it. Yeah, baby. Googly moogly, that was scary. Oh my goodness, this is just the sand dunes now? Wow, we got a way to go. Guys, that might not have been the hardest stuff. But hopefully, that'll be the end of the sand. And then we're in a little sand dune here. Looks like the only track I see is a motorcycle track, maybe? Barely. Whew. That was no joke. Okay, the hardest stuff is up ahead. I thought the stuff way back there was the hardest stuff. So we'll see how far I get. If I chicken out, I chicken out. I'm not gonna push it. Let's come back to 4-low first. All rocks now. Oh! 4-low drive. I'm giving these call outs so you guys know. People want to know what gear are you in, what mode are you in, blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm calling them out. All right. The main issue here is maintaining speed on these loose rocks. Loose rocky, this is the hardest section, I believe. It was hardest going down. I'm still gonna go 4-low first. I'll kick it over to drive if I need to get more speed to overcome this looseness. All right, this is where I gotta pick my line. This is massively scary. All right, I'm gonna favor the passenger side tire. I'm taking the left line. 4-low first. Issue here is going to be digging. I really really got to keep the speed up once I get going, if I get going. Digging. Up, passenger. All right, felt myself digging, so I'm stopping. I'm gonna try to, again, stop. I'm gonna go on 4-low drive, see if that'll help. Just need to get more speed. 4-low first. Alright, let's keep trying. They're just loose rocks. As soon as I can bite on one of these rocks, I'm good. Back to 4-low first. I just need to catch one of these rocks. Like that, baby! Catch another one! Woo! Baby, baby! Woo! Oh my goodness gracious! We did it! At least one of the hardest, that's the hardest part. All right, I'm gonna have respect to the end. Now, we're still not out of it. We got some more stuff up ahead. Very rocky, very loose, very steep. Yeah, this stuff is off camber to my driver, so I got to turn into it so I don't get dumped into it and get up on this stuff. This is where it might get loose again, so I got to keep my speed up. 4-low drive just to keep the speed going. And this is rocky stuff. Looks like we got a big rock step ahead. All right, can't really see over this. Oh. All right, every time I keep thinking, oh, I'm past the hardest stuff, I'm not. All right, tire over this big rock on my drivers. Probably hit off that back tire a little too hard. Which way's the trail going? Alright, 4-low drive. Every time I'm like, oh, I got past the hard part. Wow, I thought I was past all this. You gotta be kidding me. This is insane. How did I do this? Alright, 4-low first, but I'm gonna sink now. Alright, sinking. Gotta get more speed. Still sinking. Gotta get on some rocks to get traction. Damn. Oh, pinstripes. You see the dirt is just nothing there. This is so soft. I never would imagine it was this soft going up. Alright, here we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bad. That was very bad. Those of you don't know, that is a sheer cliff off to my drivers. And now I'm in sand. I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. Looks like I'm going to be digging. I am high center. There's no way around it. I'm stuck. So out comes the shovel. What I didn't anticipate about this trail going back up was how soft it is. Now I can see, look at that. That's soft stuff. Going down, I don't remember this. So it's insane. So what I'm struggling with going up is, you can see how high we are. Jeez. Ugh. I'm not used to the soft stuff going up. It's just a soft patch right there, and it's preventing me from getting traction. So the shovel's out now, so I'm gonna have to start digging, and hopefully I can turn. Otherwise I gotta think of something else, but right now I'm gonna be digging. Oh my goodness. So after a ridiculous amount of digging with a shovel and airing down to 16, I'm ready to give it a go. I dug out all the rocks underneath and I aired down to 16 psi. This doesn't look like much on camera. This is desert sand, not beach sand. Ball bearings, and I'm not in a spot where I can use gravity. I'm right in the middle of the hills going down this way. This is what it looks like in real life. Well, more steep than that. Actually, the more I turn the camera, the more it does it wrong. Anyway, it's going downhill. That's downhill, that's uphill. So I've got no advantage, and this is all soft in the middle. Not gritty beach sand like microscopically triangles, but ball bearings, this soft, crappy stuff with rocks underneath. So if I dig, I high sand. Absolute worst conditions, worst scenario for any off-roading, or at least one of the worst. Mud is probably equally as worse. So I'm gonna give it a go here and just see if we can see if anything happens. Promising. All right, let's get my stuff, go up there and talk about it. But we're out, and this is what we're in. Okay, so this is going uphill. This was the last obstacle. Did all the hard stuff, all other hard stuff. This was the last hard one. Got mixed up backing out here, and this is just this weird sand patch in the middle of this rocky mountain. I've never seen a terrain like this. Not saying it don't exist, I'm just saying I haven't. And this sand is just sugar sand. Again, not beach sand. And this is what we are trapped in. And you hear me say all the time on this channel, I'm not afraid of rocks. It's this stuff here. So this is what I was slipping on. It's not hard pack under these rocks. It's soft, and so I'm just slipping. I was trying to get on these big rocks to continue up. This is the last major obstacle. And I'm just Not getting it down here. I want to try it so bad, but I'm afraid, well, I'm afraid I'm going to get stuck in this sandy spot. So loose over here. And for those who don't understand, this looks flat. This, where my hand is, right where my finger is all downhill. So this is the trail. This is the ridge line, if you will. I know this all looks like I can just go around here or go up this way. You can't. Straight down. You have to go this way. All right, I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna just kind of see what it feels like with the tires there down in this spot. I'm scared, but that's the only way I'll gain confidence when you fail like this, is to get a feel for it. So I'm in the same spot you just saw. Behind me is that mess of an obstacle. So we'll go forward a little bit and I'll try to turn around. So what I'm feeling for is I'm facing right ahead is where I got stuck. Oh man, this looks so flat on the camera. I can assure you it's not. Well, what I'm gonna do is try to see what it feels like now. Air down. Nope, not doing it. Are you kidding me? Might be high centered again. I am. I'm high centered twice in the same day. How nice. All right. If you're gonna do something, do it twice. I can't describe it. You're going, how does this happen? It just dumps you this way. So now I get to dig again for hours. Maybe it'll be light this time, maybe it won't be. This looks... It's just crazy how you just... This stuff is so soft. No words for it. Airing down didn't help. So I answered that question. If you're wondering what this fool is out here doing, it's called off-roading. It's not playing around. And you're learning. You're learning through your mistakes and your dumb moves. It's how you learn. You get better. I don't get to do just one high center. I do two today. Now, this may seem very retarded for the viewer, and it is, but it's how you gain experience. Ooh. All right. Use the trusty shovel over there. I know it's hard to see in the dark. Now let's see if we can get out of high center number 2. I'm still aired down to 16. It's getting dark, and this will determine if I'm spending the night here or not. Let's give it a go. So she is still up high on something. So I'm gonna have to keep digging out the center. Not looking good at all. That was out of that other high center. I just gotta check my line. I moved, as you saw. Oh, what a hole! All right, I can't say, so I gotta figure out what to do here. But now go forward a little bit and try to turn out of here without getting stuck, hopefully, for a third time. I'm not even really seeing, I'm just feeling the surface. I looked for what I think is hard stuff. And once I get pointed downward, I'm gonna have gravity on my side. All right, we just got facing forward now. Spun around. Oh my god, this coyote is staying right in front of me. Oh, that's so cool. That's good luck. Wow, he's so not used to seeing people. The coyote just walked right in front of me. That's crazy. It's good luck, right?
Brother gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they ride. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, brother, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
So this was the star of the show on that adventure, the mighty shovel. This is what got us out of not one, but two high centers in the same day. Not max tracks, not traction boards, not a winch, but the mighty shovel. Now the first thing somebody's going to say is, what about a winch? Why didn't you use your winch? Yes, we have a winch in the back, but there's nothing to winch off of. In other words, nothing to attach the winch line to, such as a tree. The rocks are too small, and yes, I know they make some sort of weird attachment for the sand, but that thing is a gimmick and it doesn't work. Next, someone will say, well, what about traction boards? You know, you could have put them under your tires and you would have popped right out. In our experience, traction boards don't work. I know a lot of over-glampers carry them prominently displayed on the outside of their rigs. But in actual reality, at least out here in this terrain, that type of sugar sand does not work with traction boards. You put them under the tires and they just bury themselves. They don't work. And when I say sugar sand, I'm not talking about granulated sugar. When they call it sugar sand out here, they're talking about powdered sugar, the type that's, like talcum powder, or the type you put on a donut. The traction boards aren't going to grab onto anything, whether you're high-centered or almost high-centered. And that's another thing. If you watch traction board demonstrations, nobody's actually really stuck for real. They're not really high-centered. They are kinda sorta stuck. And you can make an argument, well, when you feel yourself digging there before you high center, I could have put traction boards under that terrain and got out of the situation before I got high centered. But as I just said, the actual surface of that powdered sugar sand is so soft that the traction boards will not gain traction underneath or above, and nothing's going to happen. Which brings us back to the basics. All the old timers that did these trails back in the 60s, the 50s, the 70s, the 80s, decades before, they had much less capable stock vehicles and tires, and this is all they used, the mighty shovel. And as you saw, it got us out of, again, two stuck situations. So one of the key takeaways from this experience is experience, meaning you gain the confidence of self-recovery, true self-recovery. When you're truly up on a mountain, nobody can reach you, it's getting dark, you're buried in sand. What are you going to do for real? And I hope today's example showed you just how mighty the normal common shovel is and how much it can do. It, without a doubt, will get you unstuck in the majority of stuck situations. Now, of course, every stuck situation is different. It could be snow, it could be ice, it could be mud, it could be anything in between. But I'll argue that the shovel is the most versatile in getting most people out of situations where they're stuck, with ropes being number two. Now, that was the last section where we got stuck, the last obstacle before we were at the very top. And again, I've gone down the whole trail before, but what I learned from this trail, and the second big lesson, was how I underestimated the terrain. From the beginning of the trail, I said, wow, this is sandy. I don't remember it being this sandy, because going down, when I took this down, you just see rocks and all these crazy rock obstacles, and you see smaller rocks, but you don't really notice the sand, nor are you getting stuck in it when you're going down and you have gravity on your side. So never going down this 3 times I went down this trail, did I ever think of it as a soft sand type of trail or having any sort of sand traps. So I was completely caught off guard when I started going up the trail, and I started in that very first section digging and going, oh boy, this is not what I expected. But that's why we do this. That's the learning experience. That's the true adventure in off-roading. It's when you're challenging yourself and getting out of your safety zone, your comfort zone, and truly doing something that has some sort of calculated risk. Because I can assure you, when you get hit with surprises like that, and you get out of it and you figure out what's going on and you learn your lesson, it will be a lesson you'll never forget.